Welcome back friends in this video tutorial of Anita Bioconcept, and today in this video tutorial I am going to discuss about the animal cell structure and function, because this is the first video tutorial of animal cell culture. So we all should know that what is the meaning of animal cell culture. But before going ahead to the topic of animal cell culture, I would like to tell you about brief introduction about the animal cell structure as well as function, what type of organelles and how many organelles are present in animal cell and what are their basic functions. Okay, so our topic today is structure and function of animal cell. Animal cells. Okay, so we all should know that what is the meaning of animal cell culture. Animal cell culture can be defined as the in vitro culture of animal cells. So we all know that animal cells does exist in an organized tissue matrix which is required for the controlled division as well as differentiation of the animal cells. But still all these animal cells from an intact organism can be isolated, maintained as well as grown in an aseptic condition with the help of culture media in a suitable culture medium which contains nutrients as well as growth factors. So this is known as animal cell culture. This is the animal cell culture. Okay, so in case of animal cell culture, cell membrane or plasma membrane does surrounds the entire cell. You can see here I have drawn the basic structure of animal cell. So you can see here that the cell membrane surrounds the entire cell, and animal cells only have cell membrane. It is not having any cell wall just like the plant cell. Okay, so it is having only cell membrane. It do not contain any cell wall like plant cell. So animal cells are the basic unit of life. Cells are the basic unit of life. They are basically eukaryotic cells. Animal cells are basically eukaryotic cells, and it means that they have a true nucleus and specialized structure called structures called organelles. Okay, so this is having a specialized structure known as organelles. So there are various types of. So now let's start with the nucleus. Okay, so the first organelle I am discussing is nucleus. Okay, this nucleus does contain the DNA. Here you can see that this is the nucleus. Okay, and this is the nucleolus. This is the nucleolus, and this is the nucleus. This is the nucleus. This is the nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope, and this is chromatin. Okay, so nucleus does contain DNA, okay, which is the genetic material and which contain instructions for the synthesis of protein. Actually this this nucleus does control all the body activities. This nucleus does carry out all the functions or all the body activities. Okay, now DNA is tightly binded. Okay, DNA is tightly winded around histones to form the chromosomes. Here you can see that DNA is tightly binded around to form the around the histones to form chromosomes, and DNA is located in the nucleolus region. In the nucleolus, this is the nucleolus. DNA is located in the nucleolus region of the nucleus, and here ribosomes are made. So in nucleolus, ribosomes are being made. Okay, ribosomes are being made. So nucleus, what is the function of this organelle nucleus, which is very important. So nucleus does responsible for the nucleus is responsible for the what is the function of nucleus? Nucleus is responsible for the growth and division of cell. Okay, so when the cell is preparing to divide, whenever the cell prepares to divide itself, then after during the mitosis, okay, during mitosis, whenever cell is preparing to divide, the chromosome in the nucleus duplicate and separate, and then after two daughter cells are formed. Two daughter cells are formed, means at the time of mitosis or during the time of cell division, the chromosomes in the nucleus does divide and duplicate. It duplicates and separate into two daughter cells. Okay, and what about the centrosome? So this is the centrosome. This is the centrosome. So what is the function? What is the function of centrosome? So organelles known as centrosomes, and just after the cell division, so centrosomes does help the DNA to organize, okay, during the time of or at the time of cell division. So centrosome organelle is also having a very important function, and what is that function? It helps the DNA, centrosomes, it helps the DNA to organize it. It helps the DNA to organize at the time of cell division. Okay, now so this is the centrosome. Okay. Now what about the ribosomes? These are the ribosomes. Here you can see these are the ribosomes, and here in endoplasmic reticulum also, on the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum, you can see here this red color. These are the ribosomes. So ribosomes are mainly known as the factory for protein synthesis. It is mainly responsible for the synthesizing protein. So ribosomes can be found, or ribosomes are found freely in the cytoplasm, as well as they are being attached, or they are found on the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum, and that is the reason the endoplasmic reticulum having ribosomes are known as rough endoplasmic reticulum. So ribosomes mainly function in the synthesis of protein. Ribosomes actually protein synthesis just takes place in the ribosome, and these ribosomes can be found, or these are found freely in the cytoplasm, as well as they can be attached, or they are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum membrane. So this is the function of ribosomes, to synthesize the protein molecule. Now what about the vacuoles? Okay, so this is the vacuole. This is the vacuole. Okay, so what are vacuoles and what are functions they are having? Mainly vacuoles are the storage bubbles. We can say that vacuoles are storage bubbles. They are mainly responsible to store. What type of material they can store? They generally store food and nutrients which the cell can be in need. Okay, which the cell can need, which the cell require. Food, and they can store food and nutrients. Okay, they can also store waste materials or waste product, so that the cells can prevent from the contamination. Cells can prevent themselves from the contamination. So vacuoles are having two functions. Mainly they are the storage bubbles, and what type of material they can store? They can store food, they can store nutrients which are very beneficial for the cell. Okay, cells are store food as well as they can store food as well as nutrients which a cell can require for the survival, which the cell require for survival, and they can also store waste product by the help of which, or this storage of waste product prevents the cell from various types of contamination. So this is about the vacuoles function. Okay, now I will tell you about the function of endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum are the network of membranous sac known as cisternae that branches off from the outer nuclear membrane. Here you can see this is the nucleus and this is the outer membrane. So here you can see that endoplasmic reticulum branches off from the outer nuclear membrane. And what is the function of endoplasmic reticulum? The function of endoplasmic reticulum is to modify and transport the protein which are made by the ribosomes. So on the basis of ribosomes presence, the endoplasmic reticulum may be divided or can be divided into two types, rough endoplasmic reticulum as well as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So here you can see if the ribosomes are in those type of endoplasmic reticulum on the membrane of which the ribosomes are present. Okay, so here red color ribosomes are present. So this endoplasmic reticulum are known as, this type of endoplasmic reticulum is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the endoplasmic reticulum devoid of ribosomes, here you can see that on these endoplasmic reticulum membrane no ribosomes are there. So this type of endoplasmic reticulum is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum because their membrane is smooth due to absence of ribosome, and in this case the membrane is not smooth. So this is rough endoplasmic reticulum, membrane is rough because of the presence of ribosomes. Okay, now I will tell you about the vesicles, different types of vesicles. So here for example this is the secretory vesicle, this is the secretory vesicles. So what are vesicles? Mainly vesicles are small sphere of lipid bilayer. Okay, so vesicles are nothing, these are only small sphere of lipid bilayer, lipid bilayer, okay, which are mainly used for the transportation, and transportation of what? Transportation of molecules from one organelle to another organelle, and these vesicles are also involved in metabolism process. Okay, so these vesicles are also involved in metabolism process. Okay, I should rub it. Now some specialized vesicles are also there. Now some specialized vesicles are also there. Okay, known as lysosomes. Known as lysosomes. These are lysosomes. These are specialized vesicles. Okay, and these lysosomes does contain hydrolytic enzymes which are mainly responsible to digest the macromolecules such as carbohydrate, lipids, proteins. So this is because they contain the hydrolytic enzymes or acidic enzymes. So these lysosomes, known as specialized vesicles, they contain hydrolytic enzymes which does digest the macromolecules such as protein, carbohydrate as well as protein molecule. Now about the Golgi apparatus. These are the Golgi apparatus, and these are the Golgi vesicles. Golgi vesicles. Okay, so these Golgi apparatus also made up of cisternae. These are also made up of cisternae, but one difference is there. They are different from the endoplasmic reticulum in the sense that they are not connected to the membrane. Okay, they are not connected to the nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope like endoplasmic reticulum. And what is the main function? What is the main function of these Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex? They are also known as Golgi complex. So what are the main functions of this Golgi apparatus? They actually receive the protein from the endoplasmic reticulum, the protein which is being synthesized from the endoplasmic reticulum. These Golgi apparatus does receive the protein from endoplasmic reticulum, and it is mainly responsible for the folding of those proteins, okay, then after folding and sorting of protein, and finally packaging of the proteins is also being carried out by Golgi apparatus. So folding, sorting and packaging. So these are the functions of Golgi complex or Golgi apparatus. So now about the cytoskeletons. So this is the intermediate filament. Okay, I have rubbed it, so sorry, I have rubbed the names of some organelles. Okay, these are intermediate filament. Okay, these are microtubules, and these are microfilament. These blue color, these are microfilament. So microtubules, among the cytoskeleton, there are three types of cytoskeleton: intermediate filament, microtubule, and microfilament. So among these three types, the microtubules are the biggest and microfilament are the smallest one. So now what are the functions of these intermediate filament, microtubules, as well as microfilament? Means what are the functions of cytoskeleton? Actually they are the network of filament. They are the network of filament and tubules, okay, found throughout the cytoplasm. They can be found throughout the cytoplasm. They are network of filament and tubules, okay, and they generally gives a proper shape to the cell. They provide strength to the cell, okay. They stabilizes the tissues, group of cells. They stabilizes the tissues, and they anchor and hold the organelles within the cell, okay. So they are mainly responsible for the anchoring, or they anchor the various organelles within the cell, as well as they are very important in the cell signaling. One very important function of cytoskeleton are cell signaling, okay. Now one more organelle is left, mitochondria. I am very sorry, my diagram is very poor, but still I am trying. This is mitochondria, okay. So this mitochondria, these can be more in number. I am drawing only, due to shortage of space, I am drawing only one. Okay, so these mitochondria are mainly known as the powerhouse of cell. So what is the main function of this mitochondria? Why they are known as powerhouse of cell? Because they create ATP. This mitochondria create ATP from various sources of energy, okay. For example, the food we take, carbohydrate, protein, lipids. So from these energy sources they create ATP, and this is the reason they are known as powerhouse of cell. So this is all about the various functions of the cell organelles, and this is a very brief introduction about the structure and function of animal cells. So in my next video tutorial, I will be discussing about the introduction of animal cell culture, because I have told in the starting of this video lecture that before going to the animal cell culture lectures, I am just giving a brief introduction about the structure and function of animal cell. So with this, thank you all.